Hi, I'm Becky DeGraff with Becky's Tallow Treasures. It's a soap making company in Monterey, California. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Wilder lard bar from the book Growing Up Wilder, written by Hannah Luvisa. But first, before we begin, we need to talk about lye safety. Always wear gloves and goggles. You want to wear long sleeves, pants, and closed-toed shoes. I also wear a mask to avoid inhaling lye dust particles. Make sure to keep kids, pets, and other tripping hazards out of the way while you make soap. Lye is very caustic and can burn your skin, and you don't want to be tripping or spilling it on anyone else. But in the event that there's a lye accident, remove any lye-soaked clothing and rinse the affected area with cold running water for at least 15 minutes.
You'll need 1 container for measuring water, 1 container for measuring lye, 1 container for measuring essential oils, and a pot to hold your oils and the rest of your soap batter. You'll need a whisk, a stick blender, a thermometer, and a container to mold your soap.
When making the Wilder lard bar soap, we're going to need a container that holds about 2 cups of volume. It can be something such as the silicone mold, which will allow the soap to pop out without sticking to the sides. It could also be Tupperware, a wooden box, or cardboard that's lined with freezer paper with the shiny side to the soap. That'll allow the soap to slide out of the container, and then you can easily peel it off. Or you can recycle a cardboard orange juice carton. Just cut off the top and then pour the soap in. It's already waterproof from the inside, so all you have to do once it's hardened is rip it off and throw it away. Just make sure that whatever container you use, if it needs to be lined, do that before you start making the soap. So now would be the time to do it.
Measure 136 grams of distilled water. Measure 67 grams sodium hydroxide. In a well-ventilated area, slowly and carefully add the sodium hydroxide to the water, not the other way around. Adding water to the sodium hydroxide could result in a volcanic eruption, as it causes the temperatures to rise over 200 degrees. Gently stir until the lye has fully dissolved and the liquid is clear. Set aside to cool. Measure 500 grams of lard. Gently heat the lard until melted. Measure 40 grams of your essential oil, lavender or peppermint. When the lard is at 130 degrees or below, add the essential oil. Once the lye water and lard have cooled to 130 or below, and are ideally within 10 degrees of each other, add the lye water slowly to the lard and stick blend until trace. Trace will look like thin pudding. Pour the soap batter into the mold.
Now after you poured the soap, you need to let it insulate. My silicone molds actually fit into these cardboard boxes, which have these lids, which are perfect for keeping the soap away from the towel. Now what you can do is you can put saran wrap over your soap to prevent your towel from getting dirty. Or you don't have to do that at all. This step is completely optional. Now that it's been 48 hours, we can unmold and cut the soap. Just slide it out. With silicone, it easily peels away. I have this oversized egg slicer, but you can use a cutting board and knife to cut your soap. But the soap still isn't finished. Now it needs to cure for 4 to 6 weeks, so put your soap aside and mark your calendars for when it's ready. It's best to leave a little bit of space between each of the soaps so that air can flow and help the excess water evaporate quicker. This makes for a harder bar because it's not full of all that water that we poured in, and it'll last longer in your shower.
Be sure when you use your soap that you let it dry between uses and it's on a proper draining dish and it doesn't sit in a humid environment. That will make your soap not last as long. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial of making the Wilder's Lard Bar soap. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook and leave a comment below. Thanks.